Hey guys, how's it going? It's Andy from the Premier Outlook, and this is my match review of Manchester United versus Borussia Dortmund. The game ended 4-1 to Dortmund. wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen coming out from United, but so there are some positives and some negatives to take from this defeat, and I'll start off with the negatives. I have my notebook here that I took notes on from the game. So my first negative is I'm probably going to say Memphis. I thought for the first 10 minutes maybe he looked like he was going to have an alright game, but just looking at everybody else's opinion and finishing off the game, I don't know where I stand on him. I don't know if he can ever find the form we all expect from him. It was just disappointing to see from him. Next is I'll try to be nice for this one because I have no problem with him. Marcus Rojo, I think he's a terrible player. I don't think any team should want Rojo in their club. He was awful. He was just terrible, and he's been terrible all of last season, and every time he plays, he's just terrible. If you saw any of the goals, one of Dortmund's youngsters, Dembele, the Frenchman, we were even after him. A lot of clubs were after him. Dortmund were lucky enough to get him. But I thought he was probably the man of the match for me because he just played really well for Dortmund. But he had a really good goal where he just sent Rojo flying. It was like the Messi versus Boateng in the Champions League, and he just left him for dead and embarrassed him, and it was a great finish. Romero couldn't have saved it. And last, for the negatives, I just want to say one thing to Phil Jones. I just want him out of Manchester United. I don't want him given another chance ever. He's had years of chances ever since he signed, but he is an absolutely terrible player. He's the worst player I've ever seen play for United. That's a lie. But he's one of them. He's one of the worst players I've ever seen. He's just fucking clueless. He's terrible. I just want him gone. I just want us to sign a new center back. And, I'll get on to that in a second with Eric Bailly. So, talking about Eric Bailly, I'll go to the positives. I thought Herrera was good again. I thought Rashford, when he came on for the second half, I was just so excited to see him because I didn't think I'd get to see him play. I thought none of the Englishmen were going to play. But I was really excited to see Rashford play, and he just brought that energy that we needed, and he was making runs, he was taking people on, and I was excited to see him. I thought he played well. I thought Pereira was kind of quiet when he came on, but he didn't have too much time. I thought Luke Shaw played good defensively. Mkhitaryan got a goal, which is good. It was the easiest tap-in you'll ever see. Two of our goals out of the three so far have been tap-ins, both assisted by the unselfish Mata, who Jose Mourinho yesterday said that we're going to keep him, so happy about that. Again, a negative is Lingard. He's not, I don't know. He'd be good for a team like Stoke City or Bournemouth or someone like that. Not for Manchester United, not where we're bringing in a bunch of world-class players like potentially Pogba. But the last positive, because there weren't that many, the last positive I'm going to say is I don't think any United player really deserves man of the match, but man of the match was Dembele for Dortmund. But if I had to give a United player man of the match, it would easily be Eric Bailly, the youngster that we just signed from Villarreal, not Valencia. And I know it's weird, a game that we lose 4-1, Bailey was on the whole game, and I'm giving a center back a man of the match when he concedes 4 goals. But I don't really think any of them were that much his fault. The first one, I don't think anybody. I thought for the first goal, I thought that Johnstone had 2 good saves, but then it was just a tap in for Castro. The second one was a penalty. Aubameyang scored it. The third one was that great goal from Dembele. That was 100% Rojo's fault. And then the second one was a long shot from Castro. A great goal, I'm not going to lie. So, but Bailey was making so many tackles. He didn't let anybody by him. He was making interceptions. I thought he was amazing. It was before I was thinking that we should sign a new center back for to partner Smalling, like maybe Manolas or Varane or somebody, a new center back. And I mean, I'll still be happy if we sign a new center back, but for sure I would be okay with Bailey because the Premier League is a tough test. It's physical and it's fast, and there are a lot of fast players and strong players on Dortmund, and I thought Bailey played really well. And if worst case scenario is Bailey and Smalling as a center back partnership, I'm fine. Just as long as we don't have to see Phil Jones anywhere near the pitch in the Premier League season, then I'm okay. First half was really just bad football to watch. I didn't enjoy the first half, but at the beginning of the second half, we just came out and we played really well. The beginning of the second half, and I think when they scored, it kind of just knocked down our confidence. Sorry about that, my storage ran out, so I'm picking up where I left off, and I can't remember because a couple minutes ago, I think I was saying something about confidence. Yeah, when they scored their third goal, fourth goal, I don't even know anymore, it's an awful game, but when they scored, it just kind of knocked down our confidence, like I said, and we just didn't play well, so yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'll be, like I said in the video that I uploaded last night, I actually recorded it like 2 days before I uploaded it. I said I won't be absolutely heartbreaking if we lose this game, which I'm not. I'm not like crying or anything, but the fact that it was 4-1, I mean, I guess it's whatever. I mean, it's only the preseason. It's only our second game. For those of you who are like laughing at United or whatever, that was Dortmund's 5th preseason game and our second, and our first one was against Wigan. There's a big difference between Wigan and Dortmund. No offense, Wigan, of course. But I actually thought we were going to win, to be honest. I had predicted myself 3-1 to us. Kind of came back to haunt me, but all in all, I think there are some positives and negatives to take from the game. I don't want to see Phil Jones or Marcus Rojo in a United shirt ever again as long as I live. I want Memphis to make something of himself soon before it's too late. And another thing is Mkhitaryan. He wasn't nearly as good as he was against Wigan. He was just so good versus Wigan. But it's not necessarily that he played bad. When he got the ball, he was good. He just didn't get the ball as much, even close to as much as he did against Wigan. And Dortmund are a tough opponent. Like, if they were in the BPL, they'd be one of the best teams in the BPL, if not the best. So I definitely do think that he'll have a good Premier League season, of course, no doubt about that. And he even got the goal, which, I mean, and I could have scored that, and I'm terrible. I could have easily scored that. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the game. If you watched, I thought it was a terrible game. Just, at the end of the day, whether you win or lose a preseason game, it's really all about seeing your young players get an opportunity, seeing your new signings. If you have a new coach, see how they operate things. So, above all, I'm just happy that I got to see people like Bailey play as good as he can. Rashford getting a chance, which was really, really refreshing to see. And I think Herrera is proving himself that he could be in our starting lineup if he absolutely needs to. So, yeah, that's about it. Subscribe if you're new. Like or dislike, doesn't matter to me. Leave a comment telling me how shit United are, and have a great day.